Good morning guys and welcome back to another vlog. I thought I would just pick up the camera today because I have a few things on that could be fun for the vlog, but I thought I could also bring you along with the rest of the week. So first step today, I need to go and get my nails done. These are so insanely grown out. I think they've been on for like 4 weeks and I'm thinking of just going like plain and simple. I'm probably going to do like an ombre with a little bit of a chrome over it. So that is our first stop. Then I'm going for a cup of tea with Georgia to have a catch up with her. And then after that, I need to drop the keys to my office back. This is a long story, which we'll get into later. Probably one of the biggest mistakes of my life, not gonna lie. But anyway, something that is exciting and not a mistake in my life, we have a new car. I don't know if you can tell what car this is by just what you're seeing, but we have a Tesla. And she's so fun, like, I'm actually obsessed with it. This is the new Model Y and I'm just in love. The drive and everything is stunning. I love the fact that it's electric. These also have like a slightly longer range, so I'm not too nervous about it being electric. We obviously have like the at-home charger and there's a supercharger down the road from us or in the city. So yeah, I'll let you know how we get on because I know the whole electric car thing can still be a little bit of a concern for some people and we live out in the sticks. So if anything, we're probably quite a good test for it, to be honest, because if we ever get stuck, I'll let you know. But it's literally like they have just thought of everything. It's so cool. Also, you can probably hear the weather. I have got my Uggs on today. It's the 3rd of September. And I know everyone's loving talking about autumn and everyone's getting excited for cozy season. I know the pumpkin spice lattes are back and everyone's obsessed. I am still going on a summer holiday, so I'm not in my autumn mindset yet. We have like a family summer holiday booked. Everyone is going to be like full autumn and I'm going to have just been working on my tan, so I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I am very much like summer doesn't end until summer ends, like the date, which to be fair I think is the 22nd of September. So I'm technically going away in autumn, but we're going back to Mykonos, so I'm hoping we're still gonna have a bit of sun before I actually get into autumn. But anyway, today has called for the Uggs, so I'm happy to dip a little bit of autumn in there every now and then. But yeah, I probably should get on my way, and I also feel like I'm a bit low down. You are currently stacked on 2 pairs of jeans, so I actually don't think I'm gonna be able to drive with you there. But I will pick you guys up throughout the day. I'll obviously show you my nails once they're done, but this is a little before again. In need of desperate help. Nails are done. I am actually obsessed. Claire does the ombre with like a little powder. I did film a TikTok vlog, so that'll be over on my TikTok if you want to see how these were done. But I love them. It feels so good to have a fresh set. And I have also kept the length because they all stayed on last time. There's a bit of fluff attached to me. So I'm going to keep the length for as long as I can. I have just sent Shan a little vlog of the car because I forgot to show her it and she's just asked for one, so I hope she enjoys that and I hope she's proud of me because I'm vlogging. If there is anyone that asks me to vlog more than anyone else, Shannon Mooney. So here I am. But anyway, I am now gonna get on my way to Georgia's. I think she has a call with her manager at 10:30, so I'm gonna like slowly make my way there and have a catch up with her and then head home. Brad is spending the whole day, not the whole day, the whole morning, sorting out all of the dump stuff that we have at home, and because I rented a van yesterday to empty out the office, he's now filling that with the dump stuff, and my dad has some stuff as well, so they're both then heading to the dump and then we should be home around the same time. And I can show you some house updates when we're home because we are continuing work on the lounge and we have white floors in there. I'll speak you through it when I actually get home, but it was just like the easiest option as a temporary fix for right now because we wanted the wooden floorboards, but the wood in that room was not in the best condition, so we've just like painted it to protect it for now. Anyway, that's a story for when I'm home. And we've also found some tiles in the hallway, which is so fun, and we've cleaned them up, so I can show you those as well. I'm back in the same place, but I have just left George's. I'm now covered in little Bruce hairs. I don't know if you can see these. But I just stopped by M&S on the way home to grab myself a meal deal, and to me this is like the perfect meal deal. It's something I go for every single time. If I don't get this, I'll get the ham and mozzarella wrap, which I honestly feel like is actually underrated if you haven't tried it. It's really good. It's got like a tomato kind of chutney in it. 10 out of 10 recommend. But I have got Diet Coke, chicken Caesar salad wrap and salt and vinegar Walkers with of course some cookies. These are not the M&S cookies, like you know the ones I'm talking about, but I still love a double chocolate if this is all I can get hold of. That's all they have in like the garages. They don't have like the actual proper M&S cookies that we all know and love. It has actually been a few days, but I thought I would pick the camera up because I actually popped into Primark yesterday. Fun fact about me, I never ever go into Primark. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just more of like an online shopper. I'd rather bring the shop to me and then send things back. I just find it so much easier to do that. But I wanted to get my hands on the viral jumpers. I managed to get 2 of them. So I thought I'd give you a little haul of the bits that I grabbed. But starting with these, I did get the cream jumper in a large. These are only £17, which is crazy to me because they're actually such nice quality. They like really hold their shape, they're super thick. So that was the first one I picked up. And then I also saw they had the light grey as well. So I grabbed this one because it's just gonna be such a staple, even with just like jeans as a really plain casual outfit. Again, I got that one in a large as well. I don't think they had any XLs, which I think I would have preferred just for the length, because I'm thinking of wearing these with like little lace shorts or the gingham ones that I picked up recently in my ASOS haul. But I did actually grab these from Primark because again, I thought as a piece to pair with the jumpers, they'd literally be perfect. These were actually in the pyjama section. They are like a linen set of pyjamas, but I just thought the shorts on their own were so cute with the little frills on the end. So I got these in an XL because they do have a drawstring waist and it works. So you can obviously still cinch the waist in, but they're not going to be like teeny tiny shorts. But these were £10, and I just feel like they'll go with so many different things, especially when it's still quite warm. Like it's literally bright sunshine today, but we're all talking about autumn fashion. So I'm thinking of outfits with like little shorts and big jumpers on the top with boots. And then I've been seeing these everywhere on TikTok and Instagram, and I was so happy when I saw them because I feel like these are literal gold dust at the minute. But they're like the viral satin trousers. Guys, the quality of this, insane. I don't know what's going on with Primark at the minute. So these were £24 and I got them in a large because again, the drawstring waist, you can cinch them in. But I just love how people have been styling these. I thought they'd literally be perfect with this jumper on top. Those 2 colours together, a literal match made in heaven. And then the final clothing item I got are these like jean trousers. They're like a really thin, lightweight denim. I do actually have a summer holiday still booked, which is like hurting my heart a little bit because like I say, everyone's in the thick of autumn fashion and content. And I'm going to Mykonos at the end of the month. So I don't really know how to feel about it yet, but these will be perfect for holiday as well. Maybe they're more of like a linen blend denim. I don't really know, but they had styled them really nicely in the shop on the model. I mean, on the model, they were literally like clipped in the back to fit the waist. So I don't know how long these are gonna be. They might come up a bit short on me, to be fair, but if you are a bit shorter in height, then these will probably be perfect. But again, I thought it's just like a basic trouser with a nice knit over the top. They'll just be a bit more comfortable than jeans. But that was everything I picked up from Primark. And then I really quickly popped into Zara. I was kind of on a bit of a spending ban because I don't really need anything. So I did just grab another basic vest. I get these in a small because they are so stretchy. They like really hug your figure when you get them in a smaller size. So I would size down in these. They're also only £13, which I really don't think is bad. But these are the vests that obviously are more of a low neck at the front, and then I tend to turn them around and wear them as like a high neck vest, and they work perfectly like that. So yeah, grab that in the cream because I have this one in white. And then a top up of my absolute fave. This is the perfume that I wear that I get the most compliments on. I could wear like a seriously expensive perfume or more of an indulgent one. I'm not going to get as many compliments as I do when I wear this. This is the Zara Golden Decade Elixir. I think the Elixir is a little bit stronger. I think it's more of like a concentrated perfume, so it lasts longer. But this is a dupe for the YSL Libre perfume, I think, but obviously just half the price. And I love this, so I had to get myself a little top up whilst we were in there. But that is my mini haul. It is the next day. I'm in my gorgeous Primark jumper. I'm actually obsessed with these. Also, I don't actually have like a top under this, and they're not itchy. I wouldn't say like they're the softest thing inside. I feel like they're softer outside, but I recommend them. Anyway, I thought I'd pick up the camera this morning because I'm literally just about to head into the city to meet Zal, to have a Waggers date and mooch around the shops, which would be super nice. So I'll let you know if I pick anything else up. But the main reason that I wanted to pick up the camera is because I'm stood in our new little lounge, which I'm so happy about. We moved all the furniture back into here last night. I think you guys would have seen the updates in my previous vlog if you missed that and you want to see the process and me speak through it all. But yeah, it's resembling a lounge, which is great. I thought I would just quickly show you guys around before I head off, but I am literally so happy with it. I'm not gonna lie, it is looking exactly like Road, which was our, not the last property we lived in, the one before that. it very much looks the same. But I'm actually not mad at that because I love that little lounge in there. So as you walk in, this is now what you see. We do have a curtain up at the window, but it's kind of sheer, so I feel like you can still see through it, but we're gonna get that sorted ASAP. But we have the sofa in here, or half the sofa in here. I have explained a few times, but this sofa is just way too big for this space. So we're struggling to get the corner bit on, but it works for now, and it just goes across the whole back wall. We also have little Bean snoozing away, our little 11-year-old girl. You met a little poodle last night, didn't you? And you were running around with her. Did you make a friend on your walkies? Probably shouldn't have said that. This is literally her favourite spot in the house, and she's on neighbourhood watch whenever she hears anything outside. Not that she's the most scary dog there ever was, but you're the best. Anyway, now coming around to this section, you can probably see it better in the mirror. This is my full outfit, by the way. I've got the trousers on from Primark as well, and just my little Adidas trainers. But yeah, this is the whole lounge, I guess. This chair is looking a little bit out of place, but we need to figure out a better setup for this room, like I've said before, because I think we're going to end up putting the TV on this wall, like above the fireplace. The TV that we currently have just about fits up there, but it would literally be like wall to wall. So I think we might test it and see how it looks, but I think it is just going to look a bit too big up there. But then it means we could have a sofa against this wall, obviously facing the TV, and then a sofa on the wall that the TV is currently on. And then in the bay window area, we can just put like a nice armchair or two with a little coffee table in the middle. I just think that will be a much better setup for this room. But this is the lounge. I've got my little olive tree in here, which was from my office. This mirror was also from my office. It's just from William Woods, and she's looking cute. I think Brad is going to get round to stripping this door at some point, so that'll be taken back to its original wood, like we've done in the bedroom upstairs. And then we just have this coffee table back in here for now, which we have borrowed from Brad's parents from literally years ago. I feel like it's one of those pieces of furniture that's just been passed around so many houses. So I think we're going to sand this down at some point and just restore it a little bit, because it is covered in paint, as you can probably see. And then finally, the fireplace is looking cute. I've just popped some little bits up here, and for now we just have some candles in the fireplace because we haven't actually sorted the open fire yet. There is still little bits to do, like we need to get some skirting to finish off this, and also patch up the brickwork in here, but I love how these tiles have turned out. I did mention in my last video, but they are just from B&Q. They're in like the packs. So these are all on a net, so they're like a lot easier to lay. So that is the update in here for now, and I'm really happy with it. I think it looks so nice. It's so nice and bright in here now. We had like the floral wallpaper on the back wall. The walls were really dark, like the paint colour on them. So it's just really freshened it up, and it feels a lot more us, which is super nice. But I am going to get on the road because otherwise I'm going to be late. So I'll probably pick you guys up a bit later. Like I say, if I pick anything up in the shops, I'll be sure to give you a little haul. I'm going to put myself on a bit of a spending ban because I did go shopping the other day and I don't really need anything. But you know when you go into Primark, like I cannot say no to a fresh pair of pyjamas. That is my downfall. I'm back from the shops and having lunch with Zara, which was super nice. We had a cute little girly day because she was kid-free. So we had a big catch up, but we also popped into TK Maxx and where else did we go? Urban Outfitters. I literally only grabbed 2 things from here, but I honestly just couldn't resist these. I don't know why. They're kind of random, but I think they're cute. We also did go into Zara and I just picked up a super basic grey vest. These are only £12 and they're just such a nice like tight fitting ribbed thick material. I love these. So I just picked up that quickly while we're in there. And then from Urban Outfitters, this is the first thing. You're literally going to be like, what on earth is that? Because I am as well. But I got this key ring and I'm obsessed with it. Fun fact, my mum is literally terrified of frogs. I don't know why. She just has such a phobia of frogs. But I thought this guy was so cute. And I'm kind of loving like big chunky key rings because I literally just don't lose my keys. I've got one of the Jellycat marshmallows on my car keys. So I'm going to add this to the collection. It's one of them things that's like so ugly that it's cute. It's called Grumpy Frog Keyring. That is exactly what that is. And then arguably this is even more random, but I saw this little plant pot in there and I actually have a chili plant. I just ran outside to grab it, but it's been really successful. We've already had one chili off here and there's another little red one here. I'm waiting for all the rest of them to turn red, but I thought a chili plant in a chili pot, how cute is that? So I'm gonna repot this because Brad said I need to bring this inside when it gets colder. I know nothing about gardening. I just love spicy margaritas, so I'm growing chilies for that. But How cute is this? It was actually on sale online and they granted me the price in store. So this was £22 in store, which obviously for a little plant pot this size is a bit steep. But I just thought I would check online to see if anywhere else had something similar before I paid £22. And I realised that on the Urban Outfitters website, like I say, it was on sale. So definitely worth checking because they do give you the price in store, which is actually quite a good deal to be fair. So yeah, my random little chili pot. Again, pretty random haul from TK Maxx. They didn't really have a lot in there. If you live in Norwich, then I would honestly say that the Castle Mall TK Maxx is way better for like home stuff. Their beauty section's bigger, but we went to the one that is where the big home bargains is, and it just wasn't that great to be honest. So first random thing, I grabbed some wrapping paper because I thought with loads of birthdays and stuff coming up, this would just be handy to have in the house. That was only £2 as well. And then I just grabbed these little bowls because they were only £9 for 4 of them. They really look like the Primark ones that I know went viral a little while ago, but I just thought for like chips, dip, crisps, little snack bowls, they're literally perfect. Or like even a yogurt bowl with some granola and stuff. They're just a nice size. Some coffee. I have no idea what this coffee tastes like, but we need some more for the machine, so I just grabbed this. This was quite a random buy, but I saw this room spray. They had loads of them by this brand, Arome, I don't know. But I picked up the kiwi and yuzu one. This smells so fresh. Not something I would usually buy from TK Maxx, but I really like this, and I thought the bottle was quite cute as well. They had like a white one, black one. They all smelled quite nice to be fair, but this was definitely my favourite scent. The only thing I picked up from the beauty section was this body wash. This is the Dr. Wellness Lavender and Retinol Shower Gel. It's only £7 for this massive bottle, and I usually reuse these, like I just refill them because these pumps are so handy to have in the shower. I was on the lookout in there for my Nip and Fab vitamin C pads that I rave about all the time, but they didn't have them. So that's why I feel like the Castle Mall one just has so much more to offer. And then, of course, did you even go into TK Maxx or HomeSense if you didn't pick up a candle? This is the Cedar Lavender one. And it smells fresh. Kind of like a little bit manly, but I don't mind that. And then I did manage to find just 2 home bits in there. Like I said, the homeware section is so limited, it's ridiculous. We need a HomeSense in Norwich. If anyone's watching that could figure that out, that would be great. The closest one to us is in Cambridge. So we need one more local, please. But I picked up this lamp, which will eventually go in the guest bedroom. Brad has wanted one of these for ages, so I'm hoping he likes this one. It's quite large and in charge, but I do think these look quite cool on the side, and they give like a really low light, because obviously this is opaque. So yeah, that was my little metal mushroom kind of vibe lamp that I picked up. The final thing that we have is the biggest laundry basket you'll ever see. This was only £40, and for the size of it, I really didn't think it was that bad. Zara was like, you're never going to get to the end of your washing basket because it's so big, and I thought, we don't anyway. So we've needed one of these for a long time, so I thought this could go on the landing to just keep all the washing in and keep it out of the way, because currently it's just little piles in our bedroom, and that is not cute. So yeah, £40 for this. There was a guy behind us in the queue, and we heard him say to the cashier, bearing in mind the cashier had already looked in this basket, because I didn't even think about the fact that people probably put things in here and like steal them. So he asked us to show him that it was empty. And then the guy behind us was like, have you checked their basket? And we thought, we can literally hear you. We obviously didn't say anything, but yeah, he clearly thought we looked like thieves. So that was fun. But that is everything that I picked up. Not that successful, to be honest. Cute nonetheless. We now have my parents coming over for dinner, so I'm just gonna give the place a quick clean up, get some dinner on, and have a nice chilled evening before I go to London tomorrow. Me and Zara are heading down together. I think we're meeting Aish there. Millie's gonna be there. So I get to catch up with all the girls, which will be super nice.